Hi.
Hello,
Today
guys.
we're going to review the movie Hereditary, which is no longer in the theaters. It came out last year. We watched it a couple weeks ago with some family, and um, yeah, and it's not a movie that you would typically watch, or choose to watch of your
Right.
own accord, right? Because you're
Yeah.
not.
Not a
Yeah. Anyway,
huge fan of like horror type movies and stuff.
I'd heard about it before, and it's gotten a lot of attention. It's got a lot of like really good reviews, and so I was kind of interested in it, and so we chose to watch it, and um, yeah, it's kind of well. Anyway, what did you think of it? Yeah, what did you think of it?
I had some mixed feelings. Like when it ended, I didn't really have either strong positive or negative feelings. I don't, yeah, I just didn't feel strongly either way. I thought it was an interesting story. I liked that, unlike a lot of horror movies, they didn't have some of the typical stuff that you'd expect. They did have some, you know, cliches, but not too much. And overall, the
Yeah,
story itself um, went ways I didn't think it would go. There were times where I thought I knew exactly what was going to happen, and I was wrong, and that's a good feeling.
it's usually a good thing. Yes, it
Yeah.
did do a good job of avoiding a lot of horror movie cliches. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree too that like it's hard. It's a hard movie for me to rate because I recognize that from beginning to end the movie was well made. The acting was strong for the most part. Um, the story was interesting. Visually, it was interesting throughout the whole thing. I'll say that I enjoyed three-quarters of the movie. Right when things started getting really bizarre and really crazy. That's often the best part of a horror movie, right? But for me, believe it or not, I think it actually went too far. Like it got to the point where it was so messed up that it became abrasive and unpleasant for me to watch. I think they went too far with some of the they went too far kind of conceptually and with the violence and things like that. Violence doesn't usually like bother me in movies, except that in this it was just like I said, it was just abrasive. It became unpleasant. Do you agree?
For me, there was only really one part where it got too much, and I was like, wow, okay.
And neither of us are all that squeamish, but yeah, there
No.
was a part where she had to like, I don't want to see this anymore. I didn't want to see
Forget
it
that.
either, but I kept
Thanks.
looking. But yeah, like I mean, I don't know. It really had me hooked through most of the movie until things started going down. That I was just like, whoa, it was just I don't know. In my review of Pet Cemetery, which was a very positive review. I loved it. I did say in that review that it was parts of it were really messed up, but they managed. You didn't see that movie, but
No.
they managed to um, like portray things that were messed up without making it abrasive and unpleasant to watch. That was my biggest thing about this movie. Well, two things. Um, it got unpleasant to watch towards the end, but also there were things conceptually that didn't make any sense. There are things that they left unexplained, which isn't always a bad thing. Mysteries are good. There's a place for that. But there are big kind of a couple of plot holes that we thought were kind of there, right? Some
Yeah,
things that just
stuff.
didn't make any sense.
Yeah, why did that even happen? I don't know.
Yeah, but um, Toni Collette has received a lot of praise for her performance in this movie, and I think it's well deserved. She did an excellent job. I really think that everyone in the movie did an excellent job, except for one part where one glaring exception where the kid. There was a kid in the movie that throughout the rest of the movie he did great. He did really well with some really heavy scenes and stuff. But there was one particular heavy scene which was supposed to be kind of intense and scary, where he cried literally like a baby, where he literally said "wah." Like, like I mean, it was bad. It made both of us laugh. It's not a comedy. That part was not meant to make you laugh, and it was particularly disappointing because it would have been really easy for the director to be like, okay, let's do that again. Instead they saw that and were like, "Oh, that's good. Let's keep it." But it was just terrible. I mean, it was awful. The rest of the performances, including from him, were all really good. Were all really strong. But that took us out of the movie. And anyway, so in the
Made a
end,
good laugh.
yes, in the end, like I said, I recognize that it was well made, but it just got to a point where I did not enjoy watching it anymore, and I don't. Well, I don't want to see it again. There's no reason for me to watch it again. So, I would give it 2.9 severed heads out of 5.
And I would give it 2.5, right in the middle. Just
But 2.5 what?
dead birds.
Okay, well, no, oh, yeah, yeah.
If a
Okay,
bird, why not?
yeah. Anyway, all right. I'm about to go. That's about us. That's about us. That's about it for us. I'm about to go see The Curse of La Llorona. I'm sure I didn't pronounce that right, but I'll post the video review of that in the next day or two. We'll see how it goes. Another horror movie. It's always it's like, who knows. But anyway, okay. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.